So let's do some chemistry to find out exactly what our ethanol content is. You are going to need some E85 or some mixture thereof, some water, an ethanol testing kit, and something to transfer your fluids with.
Welcome back, and you're watching the Evil X channel. It's fill-up time on the WRX, and I wanted to show you the mixing process to get an ethanol blend. So here on the car, we just got the low fuel light. So the low fuel light just came on. So I'm gonna estimate there's probably close to 2 gallons left in there on the access port. Let's get this started up. So I do have the Cobb Flex Fuel set up in this, so it will tell me what our current ethanol mixture is. This does also have the Nostrum high pressure fuel pump, and that does allow me to go up to all the way 100% ethanol. But with the temperature drop in and winter coming in, the car has a difficult time, any car with a higher ethanol content. So I want to use up the remaining ethanol that I still have. I have a few jugs left, so put that to use. But let's go with about a 60% blend. It looks like we're about 61.9, 62 on the final ethanol reading, 62%. So let's try to get about 60% back in there with the fill up. So again, you can see we are on the check fuel light, the low fuel light. So on the phone, I have an app here. It is the E85 Mix Calculator. That was a paid app. I think it was just $1 or $2, but it's pretty cool. So in here, tank size, let's put that into the calculator. So WRX has 15.9 gallon fuel capacity. Fuel left in the tank, we'll say about 2 gallons. So again, this is an estimation. Ethanol percentage in the tank currently, so we had 61.9 about. So desired, so we want to shoot for about 60%. So put that in. Now, what is your ethanol percentage, or E85? Mine is actually about 91%. That's what we call the good shit. Ethanol percentage in the fuel. So most pump gas is going to have 10% ethanol to begin with. So we'll hit enter, then we will calculate. So here is going to be our mixture, so whether liters or gallons. So E85, we're going to put in about 8.5 gallons. Then pump gas, we're going to go the remaining amount, which is going to be about 5.3, 5.4. So we'll see how close we can get to. If you like WRX or Super content, when you get done watching this video, browse through the other videos on my channel and see if any of those interest you, and consider subscribing. Hit the thumbs up on this video. It really helps the small YouTubers out. Thanks for being here. So let's do some chemistry to find out exactly what our ethanol content is. You are going to need some E85 or some mixture thereof, some water, an ethanol testing kit, and something to transfer your fluids with. So this is our ethanol content testing kit. You can get these like on Amazon. I'll put a link below in the description. How this works is there's a blue line on the bottom, that's your water fill line. Then the rest of it, you'll put in your E85 or ethanol content, and that will go up to the black line at top. So once you have that filled, just give it a shake and then let it sit for a minute or two, and it'll actually start to separate, and you can see exactly where your content is. So there is percentages on the bottle. I'll show you that up close, and we'll see where our ethanol content lands. Here is our water fill line. Fill up to there. There we go. Now for the E85. So I just got this turkey baster. That way we can easily get it out of the jug. Then let's fill up to the black line. So once it settles down, you can see where your ethanol content is at. There's going to be a visible separation line, so you see right on and slightly above that 90%. We're just slightly above 90, so about 91%. So again, as you can see, there's a 5-gallon mark, but it can hold closer to 6 gallons. It's not all the way up the neck, but it's probably about to there. So maybe a little less than 6 gallons. So to get to our 8.5 gallons we need, I'll pour this whole thing in, then we'll go to this one. Again, it's gonna be an estimation because you kind of have to hold this up to the light and see where you're at. I think it'd be nice if someone made a canister that had a transparent line. You know how on your oil containers, it'll show you how much liquid you have remaining? But on these, you just kind of have to look in, shake it, see how much you have left to kind of get an estimation of where you're at. Again, it would be nice if I had a pump around me with the E85 that would measure it for me, but that's okay, we'll try it this way. So let me get that first 6 gallons put in there. We got this one emptied with approximately 6 gallons in there, so now we need 2.5 more gallons to get to our 8.5. So if we have about 6 gallons, we are going to measure down 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 2.5. So we want to get it down to about there. If you have some bright sunlight, you can see through there a little bit easier to see where your level's at. You're going to have to check it a couple times as you're filling up. Or if you also really can't see through your container, you could move it to like a bright shop light behind it, and you can see the level where you're at. So if you're having trouble seeing how much fuel is remaining in your canister and you have a shop light in your garage, or it's just not bright enough outside to see through your container, see that? We can see through it. And that is going to about our 3.5 gallons left, exactly where we wanted. So here's the oil container. Why can't they do that? See how nice that is? You can just visually see how much is left. So you're still gonna have fuel in your lines with your current percentage till it goes all the way through your system. So you can go a little ways before that new amount of ethanol starts blending in. Fill up the rest of the tank, it took 5.1 gallons. So we'll drive around for a minute and let our ethanol content settle down and see where it ends up at. So I could apply the same calculations for a mixture on the Supra. Now this does have an MHD map, and I'm just currently running 91 octane, but it has an available E30 blend for it. And I really want to try that out, except it would just be guesswork at this point. I'll probably try it out. There is a couple options for measuring ethanol content. There's a fuel it kit that just measures the current amount of the ethanol in the fuel, and it'll relay that information on a phone app so you can read that out in real time. But a true flex fuel kit, there is one by Visconti. I want to try that one out. It's probably not going to be till spring till we get that. So that Visconti flex fuel kit is a true flex fuel kit. It doesn't just measure the ethanol content, it can also dynamically adjust for differences in your ethanol percentage.
Thanks so much for watching my video. Browse through the other videos on my channel and see if they interest you as well, and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm